Kimberly, what is the scene where you are?
Oh, Sade, in the last half hour or so, things again have ramped up out here. Let me first show you where I'm standing. I'm standing on this graded platform here. We're literally standing over the East River. We're just south of the South Street Seaport. Take a look out here. That is the Brooklyn Bridge, and look at how those winds are whipping the river around. Okay, top prize for probably the dumbest thing to happen today. Take a look at this video we just took a few minutes ago. This is video of a jet skier out here on the East River. He was flying. He did a loop up near the Brooklyn Bridge, came back down and went south. NYPD officers are out here under the FDR right near us, and they jumped out. They were trying to get an eye on him. They were on their radios. You know, that's just foolish. You're having then the Harbor Patrol and other vessels out here on the river. They're going to try and get him. I don't know. He circled back around towards the Battery and over in that direction. But again, an example of what's going on. I want to show you again the water. I'm going to come over here. When we go this way, though, we're going into the wind, and the lens may get a bit wet. But the water is splashing up, and it's coming up through these grates. The river definitely is starting to rock and roll out here. Again, I want to show you down here. Here's an NYPD, again, all the way down there. That's at the end where the FDR comes down near the heliport, the Wall Street heliport. But things are picking out here, but we wanted to get you that video and show you what is going on here. And again, we're Zone A. We're mandatory evacuation zone here. And again, I've said this many times, people are still not listening. And, you know, in an hour or so, as Lee is saying, you're taking your own matters into your own hand. They're not going to be able to get to you. It's unfair for you to put them in that position. So we wanted to show you that.
Absolutely right about that. You know, it's still shocking to see that video of somebody out here. And as you mentioned, we've heard from all of the officials, not just Governor Cuomo, saying you're putting others' lives at risk to come out there and to save you. I mean, you know, for instance, we're here dealing with this crane collapse here in the city.
Right.
And you certainly can't take your resources away from there to try to go and save someone else. So it's
or a jet skier, for that matter. Kimberly.
One other thing before we'll go back, guys. Because where we are, you know, Lower Manhattan, we're near Wall Street. These over here, you see, these are canyons down here. So these are little funnels, these narrow streets where when the wind comes whipping down them, essentially, they're coming and hitting us right at the end here on the East River. That's the situation out here.
Kimberly, you know, you're really at the one of the most important parts of our coverage, and I know we have more dramatic pictures to show than where you're at right now. But what happens where you are, that whole Lower Manhattan strip in the Battery there, what happens where you are is going to determine how fast this city gets back on its feet. Because if the water doesn't spill over, if the surge doesn't come over that lower barrier there and go splash into the subway system, then we can get the city back up and running a lot faster. But if it does, if it breaches that wall, those walls down there, it's going to flood the subways, and it's going to take a long time to clean that up.
Absolutely. Okay. That's it. You're right, Bill.
Which is why you're there and why we're going to keep coming back to you.
Okay.
Okay. Kimberly, thank you.